Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video. So, in this video, we're gonna talk about the internet alleging that Cardi B has moved out of Stefon Diggs' mansion. Listen, I don't know what the internet is trying to do at this point, but I believe it might be her fan base who is just, circulating rumors around to say she's strong, she's making serious moves and all of that jazz. No, why this allegation is not making sense to me, because it's an allegation. I don't believe it's factual because they weren't living together, and I believe that we have seen enough on a public level to know that they haven't been living together. Because do you guys remember, right? I did a video and we spoke about, in that video that I did, we spoke about a realtor showing a house that Cardi B and Stefon Diggs had allegedly bought together. Then I did some digging and learned that it was all PR, it was all for clout. They never bought an house together, okay? And Cardi B was never living with Stefon Diggs. And I believe if you can remember discussions from the internet and things that happened on the internet, that will tell you that they weren't living together. Some of the discussions that we can remember on the internet is when Cardi B posted saying that she spoke to the chef every day and that woman never said anything to her. So they were communicating via text message. So if Cardi B was living with him, there wouldn't need to be any communication between Cardi B and the chef via text message. That's correct, right? Now, another thing also is that if Cardi B and Stefon Diggs was living together, why wasn't there any Christmas photos of Stefon Diggs with Cardi's kids and the newborn baby? Not even Cardi with Stefon Diggs and the newborn baby. We didn't see any photo of them, right? And also, we have learned that Cardi B has not introduced Stefon Diggs to her kids, which I think is a good move, very smart move. I think it's one of the most mature moves that she has made in this relationship by not introducing her kids to that man, because when you don't know how a relationship is going to play out, it's not wise to introduce your kids to the man until you're sure you're solid. Don't look at my messy hands. I did my nails myself, okay? I'm a nail tech who is self-taught, right? But I'm just saying, this rumor of Cardi B moving out on Stefon Diggs, I think, it is just it was started by the fan base just to gather some hype around Cardi B to say she's strong, she's making that move, she's moved out on him, she's not stooping to his level, but she has already stooped to his level. Let's keep it real. She has, because she stayed with him, she got with him, right? And when she got with him, we can say maybe she was blindsided. Maybe she heard that the guy played around a little bit. Maybe she heard he was looking for something serious. Maybe he told her he was looking for something serious too, but had all intentions of playing with her. Because I think every woman has met some man who is like that, but the only difference is that some of us, we take our time before we venture into these relationships. And that's where Cardi B went wrong. Cardi B was so hell-bent on getting revenge on Offset. And you know what? It's natural. It's natural, but again, this is why you should not be hell-bent on revenge. Some women aren't hell-bent on revenge. Though they know that men do things, men can be horrible, and what they do is to take themselves out the equation. They work on themselves, they get the therapy, and their revenge is to level up, as an individual. Some people may get a second degree. If they have the bachelor's, then they'll go for the master's. They might have been thinking about a business and they finally start putting together everything and launch that business. So everyone, vengeance is different. For most women, it is, I think, and this is the danger. Hip hop is beautiful, but hip hop is also toxic and dangerous because women have been cultured into, in this era, about getting their lip back. As a woman, you cannot get your lip back by cheating with another man or going on with another man without you evaluating yourself. You have to cleanse yourself from each relationship. And when I say cleanse yourself, you have to take some time, heal. Where did you go wrong? Look at where did you go wrong? Make a list of what you're not willing to compromise on going forward. And that's how you evolve. That's how you become better at choosing your partners. That's how you become better at identifying red flags, right? So Cardi B, she basically was like under so much pressure that she exploded. And because she's hood, and I don't want to say ghetto in that sense, even though hood and ghetto is synonymous, because some girls who are ghetto, they are very smart, very calculated, and their vengeance is their paper. But Cardi B's vengeance was to get a lip back, and she told us your favorite player on your favorite team, right? So she stepped into that relationship with Steffon Diggs blindly, and Steffon Diggs was like, let me heal you. And the thing is that men have talk, but they don't have walk. They'll talk the talk, but they'll never walk the walk. So Cardi B listened to Steffon Diggs. Cardi B believed that she was a cut above the rest because she's a celebrity. She has worldwide fame, and she could not see the reason why Steffon Diggs would treat her like how he treated everyone else. So at first, she stepped into that relationship blindly, I believe. I believe she had some inclination of who the guy is, but she believed that she was different. She had something that he needed, and she believed that Steffon Diggs would enjoy the luxury of them being a power couple, taking the world by storm, having the world talking about them. And she thought that if Steffon Diggs cheated, he would have done so low key and put her on a pedestal, and she would be number one. But she has learned that men are just the same, and you can't tame them. So when critics say that she moved out, she was never living there. I don't even think she would leave her clothes at that man's house knowing that man had woman in and out. Or maybe she may have, a few pieces, because she has more than enough clothes to leave a few pieces there, and in case she never goes back for it, never wants it again. And everyone has extra toothbrushes in their house, so she doesn't need to leave a toothbrush because Steffon Diggs may have a storage area. Everyone, even poor people, we have learned over a period of time, you live alone. Okay, I'm going to buy a pack of toothbrush and stow away in case I have a guest. I'm going to stow away 2 extra deodorant in case I have a guest. So she didn't need to leave a toothbrush or deodorant or anything because those things were already available in abundance. So there's nothing to move out because she didn't move in. And it's just another internet gossip, in my opinion. I believe she has visited him, yes, but I don't believe they were living together. And there's evidence that they weren't living together more than there was evidence of them living together. And the common sense is this, right? if they were living together, we would see Christmas photos of them together. I think also, so we would have seen the Christmas photos together, but I think also what led some people to believe that they might have been living together is because of the last video that Cardi B did on the internet when she said, when he comes home, I'm going to give him some kisses, and as he comes through the door, and she has the cake for him, the cornbread, the pork chops, and the this and the that. And then we saw the clip of Steffon Diggs sitting down and eating. So I believe that people believe because of that one little clip, they were living together. But you also have to look at the other aspects surrounding that of the kids haven't met the man, no family Christmas photos or anything like that. So they weren't living together. So as such, she wouldn't need to move out. And they're not done. They're really not done. We're going to see them together again. And Cardi B is going to come back on her hype. And he's going to keep humiliating her. And that's just how it is, unfortunately. But that's that for this video. We're going to talk some more on this in the comment section. You can leave your input in the comment section. And yeah, we go off in the comment section some more. So, peace.